Hi, I'm Heather Francis. You're here standing with RealTVFilms, and I'm standing here with the beautiful Capri Everitt. You are a music artist and also a Guinness World Record holder. Can you tell us a little bit about music, mental health, how you feel that mental health helps you in music, and a little bit about the Guinness record that you hold?
Absolutely. Well, you know, the music industry is it's a tough place, so sometimes it affects your mental health in like a lot of crazy ways. But I think just, you know, having big goals and having like one passion that I'm so sure about has really helped me get through a lot of mental health things over the years. And so, you know, I do credit love of music and high aspirations to how I've gotten through a lot of times in my life. So yeah.
I love that. Now, goals, right? So what would you say to somebody if they're struggling trying to plan a goal?
You know, I would say you have to set ones that are attainable, but also bigger goals. I kind of was raised on like such a goal system, and kind of just connecting the dots for where you want to be and where you are right now and setting mini goals within that. So I think it's, you know, there's having a passion and there's having smaller goals to lead to the bigger ones. That's kind of how I try and...
I love that. Can you tell us a little bit about the Guinness record that you hold?
Yeah, so speaking of goal setting, I actually did a TED Talk about goal setting when I was younger about this specific Guinness World Record. But I traveled to 80 different countries, sang 80 different national anthems, each in their own language, and the purpose was to raise money for this charity called SOS Children's Villages. So for that trip, it was like the biggest, most direct example of goal setting, and like I had to learn 80 different national anthems. So like and I had 6 months to do it. So what can I do daily to make sure that I'm gonna achieve this goal of learning the 80 different national anthems? So that's so funny. I forgot about that.
It's so funny how things come up right in the moments that we're thinking about.
Like, actually, wait, I have something to say about this. That's cool.
Oh, that's amazing. Now, you went to all those countries, so what did you feel about mental health in different environments? Did you feel like it was different from where you are, or was it different while you were traveling?
Well, this might be I don't know. I think traveling, I mean, I was staying in orphanages in all the different countries that I went to. So, like, there was not a question in my mind of, like, how's my mental health doing? Because you're just seeing the world, and you're seeing that the world is so much bigger than you, and that my problems that I have here, I'm from Canada. I was living in Canada at the time. I was like seeing all of these kids that just absolutely have nothing, and like they're worried about like survival, and so it just made the world seem so much bigger than me. And I think that really helped with my mental health over the years too, because it's just like you have to think on a bigger scale sometimes, because if you get so wrapped up in your head of like what I'm thinking and all of this stuff, it's like you can get more caught up in these like patterns of negative self-talk, and so the world's bigger than that.
Beautiful, very smart words. Definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. Can you just tell us how we can find you?
You guys can find me on all platforms at Capri Everitt. Yeah.
Thank you. Have a great night.
You too.
Thank you.